What if I told you that over 1,400 years ago, a man in the Arabian desert prescribed a sleep routine, and today, neuroscientists are discovering it with MRI machines? No supplements, no sleep trackers, no expensive mattress, just one simple position. Most of us crash into bed exhausted, phone in hand, no ritual, no intention. But the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, left behind a sleep sunnah so precise, so deliberate, that modern science is only now beginning to catch up. Tonight, we break it down, spiritually, biologically, and practically. Let's start with the Hadith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "When you go to your bed, perform wudu as you do for prayer, then lie down on your right side." This isn't a vague suggestion. It is a direct, two-part instruction. Make wudu, then lie on your right side. Now let's see what scientists say. Your brain cleans itself while you sleep. This is not a metaphor. This is real biology. Inside your brain, there is a built-in cleaning system called the glymphatic system. Think of it as a cleaning crew that only comes out at night. While you sleep, a special fluid flows through your brain and flushes out two dangerous waste proteins, amyloid beta and tau. If these build up over time, they destroy brain cells and lead to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Now here is where it gets remarkable. This cleaning doesn't work the same way in every sleep position. The way you sleep determines how well your brain gets cleaned. In 2015, scientists at Stony Brook University used MRI scans to watch what happens inside the brain during sleep. They tested 3 positions: back, stomach, and side. The study was published in the Journal of Neuroscience. The result? Sleeping on your side cleaned the brain most efficiently. The other 2 positions were significantly less effective. If you sleep on your side, your brain gets a deeper clean every single night. Now let me share something that moved me deeply. Sheikh Dr. Bilal Phillips, a converted Muslim in 1972 in Toronto, Canada, shared a personal story. He was reading an issue of Time magazine entirely dedicated to the latest advances in spinal surgery. It showed new medical hardware, complex back operations, pictures of people's backs cut open on the operating table. But at the very end, after all that medical detail, the doctors gave a simple list: things you can do to avoid spinal problems. Number 1 on that list? Do not sleep on your stomach. They explained exactly why. The spine is the heaviest bony structure in your body. When you sleep face down, everything in front of it, your intestines, stomach, lungs, is soft tissue. Nothing firm supports it. So the spine sags downward under its own weight. Night after night, this creates what doctors call an exaggerated lumbar curvature, an unnatural arch in the lower back. Look around you. You will see people walking with their backs bent like this. A lot of it traces back to how they have been sleeping their whole lives. Then Dr. Bilal Phillips shared a second story, and this one is even more striking. In 1989, he read an article in British newspapers. Medical scientists were investigating a deeply troubling illness. Perfectly healthy children, 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, were being put to sleep in their cribs, and they were dying in their sleep. No warning, no explanation. People called it crib death, sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. Researchers launched a major study. They visited families whose children had died. They gathered every possible detail: the type of bed, room temperature, home conditions, anything that might point to a common factor. They fed all the data into computers. One thing kept appearing across case after case: the children had been put to sleep on their stomachs. The announcement made front-page news across England. Doctors urgently warned parents: do not put your children to sleep on their stomachs. Hospitals added it to the standard advice given to every new parent. 7 years later, in 1996, researchers reviewed the numbers. The rate of cot death had dropped by 68%, nearly 70%, from one change, one position. Here's what strikes me most. The Prophet, peace be upon him, had no neuroscience textbooks, no MRI machines, no microbiology labs. He had why? Divine revelation. And what was revealed to him 1,400 years ago is being confirmed, study by study, in the most advanced research institutions on Earth. Every night you sleep on your stomach, you are working against your own spine. Every night you skip Wudu. You are missing a healing ritual that washes bacteria off your skin, calms your nervous system, and prepares your body for deep rest. Every night you collapse without intention. You are leaving free healing on the table. The Sunnah is not just a ritual. It is a complete system of human care. One more thing, and this is important that, once you fall into deep sleep, your body will naturally shift positions through the night. You may roll to your left. You may turn on your back. That is completely fine. Allah does not hold you accountable for what happens when you are unconscious. The intention and the starting position, that is what matters. That is where the Sunnah lives. But here is what you will notice. Once you make the decision, once you begin with the right side consistently, you will find that you spend most of the night in that position naturally. The body follows the habit you set for it. The intention you plant at the beginning of the night guides more than you think. Start right. The rest will follow. So tonight, before you reach for your phone, make wudu. Lie on your right side. Say your dua. Your brain will clean itself. Your spine will rest correctly. Your heart will be at ease. And most importantly, you will sleep the way your prophet, peace be upon him, slept. If this reminded you of the beauty hidden in the Sunnah, share it with someone who needs to hear it tonight.